Hello there, and a warm welcome to Super Screen News, broadcasting to you live from Lagos, Southwest Nigeria. I am Adenike Oweye Ajiboye. The leadership of the National Assembly has called on Nigerians to take greater interest in the legislative process by reading proposed laws, participating in public hearings, and engaging lawmakers before criticizing parliamentary decisions. Speaking at the 2026 National Assembly Open Week in Abuja, Senate President Godswill Akpabio said many criticisms of the National Assembly are driven by misinformation, urging citizens to study bills and acts before making a judgment. Akpabio further defended the passage of the State Police Constitutional Amendment, explaining that the proposal followed more than 2 years of consultations, retreats, and public hearings across the country. On his part, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, said the 10th House has recorded its highest legislative output since 1999, considering 2,747 bills, passing 363 and scoring presidential assent within 3 years.
You comment on social media. Take time to go through what we have actually done. Our job here is to do and ensure that we make laws that will last for generations. We are not making laws for ourselves. We are making laws for the protection of Nigeria's future and for generations unborn. So I want to encourage all of us that democracy flourishes when citizens remain active participants in the work of the parliament. The distance between parliament and the people should never again be measured in walls or gates, but only in the willingness of citizens to walk through those doors and join us in crafting legislations for us.
Let me be candid and account for more than our successes. Many of the bills introduced in the House do not advance more than swiftly through their readings. Too often, the first legislative instinct is to establish yet another agency by statute. When sound lawmaking demands that we strengthen the mandate of the institutions we already have and reduce the cost of governance. We have noted this and are correcting it. Constructive criticism is critical to good lawmaking, and this House is...
Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, stresses the need for greater transparency in lawmaking, saying citizens should understand how laws are made, how public funds are appropriated, and how legislative oversight protects national interests. He also calls for broader participation by youths, women, persons with disabilities, civil society, professional bodies, and the private sector.
An open week must therefore be more than the ceremonial opening of the gates of Parliament. It should be an invitation to scrutiny, dialogue, and partnership. Citizens should be able to follow how laws are made, understand how public resources are appropriated, and see how legislative oversight protects the national interest. Equally, the legislature must continue to hear from young Nigerians, hear from the women, hear from persons with disabilities, civil society, the private sector, professional bodies.
And now the European Union Ambassador to Nigeria, Godswill Mignot, and the British High Commissioner, Dr. Richard Montgomery, describes the Open Week as an important platform for strengthening transparency, citizen participation, and democratic accountability. They also reaffirmed support for Nigeria's democratic institutions and preparations for credible 2027 general elections.
Matters so much. Every debate, every public hearing, every act of oversight, every effort to ensure lawmaking is made more inclusive and transparent contributes to the democratic compact between your citizens and the state. As Nigeria looks forward to the general elections in 2027, this compact becomes ever more important. Elections are the cornerstone of democratic life. They are the milestones in your democratic journey, indeed in any country's democratic journey. And they are the means through which citizens express their will, renew or not mandates, hold leaders accountable, and shape the future direction of their country.
Nigerians must find their own way to stop lagging behind in international rankings of women's representation. Nigerians' vocation is to lead, to show the example, not to lag behind. Millions of Nigerian women, but also men, are waiting for this, and I'm sure that rather sooner than later, the National Assembly and state houses will deliver.
Nigeria's democratic reform or future will depend in no small measure on the effectiveness of the National Assembly in carrying out its responsibilities, as I have indicated. Where oversight is weak, corruption flourishes. Where representation is diminished, public trust declines. And I must say that public trust is declining very fast as we speak. But when the legislature performs its constitutional functions with courage, independence, and integrity, democracy is strengthened and citizens come.
Stakeholders at the National Assembly Open Week say sustained a dialogue between lawmakers and citizens will strengthen democracy, improve accountability, and build greater public confidence in the legislative process.